Hello, everyone. It's about 10 minutes till 2. I'm on 2 hours later than I normally am on a Wednesday because I had a doctor's appointment with my nurse practitioner, and she gave me 2 shots, so I have sore arms, and she drew blood and they ran a yearly EKG, I guess, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was great fun. I hate getting shots. I tried to relax as much as possible because I know that reduces the pain, but still, they're shots. You were watching my mark making video, Shannon? I pull that tub of stuff out occasionally to share because I just want everybody to know you don't have to go out and buy specific tools to make marks with. I mean, you can go outside and gather up 4 different sticks and they'll all make different marks. So, yeah. Well, thank you. Hi, Allie. Hi, Angie, Shannon, Brittany. Brittany, I love the pictures of your kitty cats. Tippy's on the table next to me. And I just decided to come on a little bit earlier. That way I can say hello to people as they're coming in. Oh, my. I just look the other way and try to relax. And then before I know it, it's done. Hi, Nettie. Hi, Dixie Doodles. And I want to thank all the people sending people over to my channel. That's awesome because I've had a little bit of growth. So I appreciate all the new subscribers. And I'm hoping to come up with some projects that are fun, that will cover a variety of things simply because I am all over the place, because I do mixed media, I do collage, I do art, I do crochet, sewing, craft, just everything. So basically everything is everything around here. Hi, Riri and Janet Baum and Renee. And for everybody that's just now discovered my blog, it's called lifeforus.blogspot.com. I do not post over there as regularly as I did before YouTube, but it is, if you want to get to know me, just go back and read some of the posts from way back. I've had that blog for, oh my gosh, so many years. But I also, on that blog, on the right-hand side, I think you'll see recipes from Life for Us. And that's where I post all of our family's very favorite recipes get put over on our recipe blog. There's not a ton of them over there, but they are our favorites, like my mother-in-law's macaroni and cheese, my chili for hot dogs recipes over there. The Dexter's in blueberry muffins recipe I got out of an old Victorian magazine so many years ago. It's still a family favorite. It is not diabetic friendly because you put sugar on top of the muffins as well as inside the muffins, but oh my God, they are so good. And there's Mary Lou. Mary Lou. Yes, that's it. lifeforus.blogspot.com. And I am going to try to put a post up once a week, and we'll see how that goes. All right. Because I only have an hour today because I want to get off before 3 o'clock, I'm going to just do a quick rundown of what I'm doing here. I bought several of these junior composition books because I think you get 6 in a pack off Amazon. And like Carol, I am discovering this is my new favorite size to work in. As you work in a smaller journal, it goes quicker to fill it up. It's a good size to work with, whether you're collaging like we're going to do today or, just sketching. It's handy to carry. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And thanks for the thumbs up. So this project, I said a year's worth of a magazine. I happen to have Better Homes and Gardens because of my lovely mother-in-law. She got me a subscription to it. So I have I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 issues of it. So I don't know if that's a full year. Do they come out? They come out monthly. So I should have 12 of these, but I don't. I'm going to use what I have. And so for today, I said, if you wanted to play along, just to take one of the magazines, just a single issue, and go through it and pull out something from every page until there was nothing left except the images you wanted to use. And that included words as well. So this is mine. This is my little collection of stuff out of that one issue. And I can tell I forgot the autofocus again. Oh, one day I will actually get on the ball here. And I'm not going to bring it in because I feel like we're at a good distance now. The only thing I might do is lift you guys up a little bit so you're not seeing so much of one side of the table. And I'm going to use my Yes paste and a palette knife to do my pages. But see, like there was a page that had all these different colors of paint samples. I might have to close this blind to even us out. So what I've done is I went through the other day and put like blue stuff together. So if it was blue, it got put in a pile. So that's why everything's like it is here. This is like pre-making a page. And you can see how all this stuff kind of goes together. All right. And then I have like a collection of oranges and reds. I'm going to just lift these off. I just want to share my images before we get started putting together a page. Choose color. And this corn was very interesting on the page, so I cut out the ears. And this is what I mean by pulling your stuff together. Just sharing the images for right now, and then we'll get going here in a minute. And I don't know what I'm going to do yet. There's the Cheerios with the Cheerios B. It's a plate of tomatoes. Find Your Bliss. Some oil drops that I thought looked cool. I think this is a pineapple. A little pineapple. Skeleton working out, which is impossible because they have no muscles. But anyway, and I love how happy she is. And this gold star looked cool. I don't know why I cut out a bra, but hey, it's there. There's a hat and some ice creams and some blackberries and a horse, random horsage, black and white. So that's what I did. This is all the images that I decided to keep out of one issue. And words are kind of put in here together. I kind of like her, and I like this umbrella I buried because I thought it could make her a cool looking hat. So I'm going to set her aside. I think we might use her and her, or her and the hat, the umbrella. I love her complexion. I wish I had a nice smooth complexion. There's a chair. Just so you get an idea, that's just a strip of color samples that always looks good on a page. Mother holding a baby. Confidence. So you can kind of see I did put some things together that have the same colors. So we'll see. I might get just one page done today or several. Here's just some various plants. These make great fillers if you want to fill in on a page. There you go. Give your cat the world. And there's a couple cats together. Just pieces of green off from a page. This is just an overview of what I've pulled out together. I thought this was cool, and I cut out the background so I can put something else behind it. Like you could put this lady walking behind it. And some flowers. And we might not do this every week, but I thought it could be fun. Grab a spot. All right, so you get the idea of what kind of, I cut big things and little things. And I'm going to lay it out, and then her pretty face. So that's all the images I have from a single issue. So I'm going to set them aside. I'm going to turn them so I can kind of look at them better. And we'll just do page 1. I pulled this color sample because it's got a lot of the colors that are in her face. So here's page 1. Page 1. And I want to leave room for the umbrella to go on her head like a hat. Now, if you want to color your backgrounds, feel free. You can do that. I thought this might be cool on the edge of the page. Or if you want to just leave the lines, that's cool too. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I've got anything I'd like to use as a background that's in those color schemes. If not, we might go with what we got here. She'd look kind of funny with corn with her, wouldn't she? Let's see here. I'm just looking to see what I've got. That almost fits on the page, but not quite. All right. I can trim that off some if I want to. And I just keep trying till I get something I like. And that's all you've got to do too. Keep trying some things out. That's just something random to fill the back space in with. Or we could take these away. This might be too yellow to go with her. I just looking. You know what I can do? Let's cut this in half. Where's my scissors? Okay. that. I'm cutting a slot to slide her in here. She looks funny, doesn't she? And then we could bring in some of the potted plants to fill in the area. There was one shorter. Or maybe we could put a word there. Hi, Susan Gerald. Hi, Ann. Hi, Barb. This is the first month's first collage in this book here. I'm trying to use just the images that I cut out. And that's deeming to be a little difficult, but the more magazines we chop up, the more things we'll have to choose from. That could be hanging there. All right. See if I can get my Yes paste open. And I'm going to put some like so. This is on top of everything else. Put a little dab on the back of her hair here. Or just kind of run it up this. We'll just stick this on the back of her head like so. Okay. We might just see how many we can get done before 2:45. Okay. I'm gonna I've got a piece of wax paper here. I'm just going to flip her over. And maybe the parts that are still loose, like right here, I'll put some glue in there to hold that down. Like so. I think this is pretty good here, except maybe, nope, too much. A little there. I haven't put a new drop cloth down on my desk yet. That's why I'm got the cutting table showing so much. I got way too much. Doesn't take a lot of yes paste. Oops. And some of this will get trimmed away. I really don't need this much glue that I'm using, but let's see if I can move the whole thing onto the book and get it straight. That'll be the kicker. It's getting it straight. I probably should have took the time to piece these pages together and all, but I didn't. I was busy getting shots. I almost like her without the umbrella on her head. I might save the umbrella for another page. Let me get a scraper to kind of squish this on in here. You know, I like to put words on pages. And of course, I need a wet one. So what has everybody else been up to today? I saw Pam live just a little bit ago. She was showing the coat she just finished with all the hidden pockets. If you guys haven't seen that, you should go watch Made by Pam and see that. Angie's putting a journal together. Oh, and Nettie said she couldn't stay. Well, I hope it's nothing too traumatic for the day. I've had my out of the house experience. That was enough. I'm glad to be back home. And I went to this little restaurant that I said I never would go to again. But I went because I was really hungry and weak from, fasting until a 10:45 and 11 o'clock, whatever, doctor's appointment. And my next appointment, I said, make it whatever is the earliest in the day. Please make it my time because I cannot wait this long to eat. She is. I love to see what Pam comes up with. This says find your bliss. The house across the street now has a yard crew in cleaning up the yard and mulching everything. So I really do think he's gonna put it on the market. Anybody want to live across the street from me? We could get together and craft because I don't have anybody here to craft with. Find your bliss. See, I have half of a fire pit left there. Now, where's the find your that I just cut? Is this it? Kind of like that, but I need a paper towel. I got this too damp. Are you playing with the catnip ball? Has anybody else taken notice to the cat food shortage? I can't get seafood sensations, and that's what my cats are used to eating. So I bought cat chow, and they're on strike. They hate it. I don't know what I'm going to do because even Amazon and Chewy were sold out of Frisky Seafood Sensations. I have very unhappy felines. Barbara's here. Carol's here. Carol is cleaning. Ugh. I redid my room. That was enough cleaning for this week. Actually, I'm still not done with it. I got to finish it, though, because next week I'm having my sisters here. So I've got to have the dining room completely clear of my stuff so they have somewhere to sit and eat. Because I don't have a table in my kitchen anymore. We got rid of that because it became a place to just pile stuff. So I seem obsessed with this gluing of things, and it's all Anne's fault for showing me that cool page. But what that girl did, or guy, I can't remember if it was a girl or a guy now, is they took little bits from every issue for a whole year and did these pictures with just little teeny pieces of the magazine book pages. Like they cut it up and paper pieced everything. Kind of like Shell C does on her channel. Hi, Sherry. I'm going to let this set a while, and I might have to come in with some glue under this edge later, but I'll wait. Let's see if I can cut some of this free here. Trim it down to the page. These are my paper scissors, so if they get gluey, it'll be all right. I'll clean them up. And my new dishwasher is running right now, and you can't even hear it. That noise you hear is an airplane going over. Loving the new dishwasher, that's for sure. Hate that it's such a headache to get any kind of dishwasher or washing machine or any of that. I hate that it's such a pain in the neck to try to get one. But I'm loving this one. Scott got one that was the quietest on the market. We actually got a step down from the original one we ordered because it was easier to get our hands on, and it's plenty quiet. When I first turned it on, I couldn't tell if it was on, so I had to keep reading the instructions, and I said, well, that's what it says to turn it on. But then Scott noticed there's a red light comes on and reflects off the floor, and that's how I know. Let's see. Becky. Doki Doki Forest just did a vid on Tuesday using various trash items for marking. I told her about. Yes, Barbara, she said you sent her over. She left me a message on my video. A very nice message. Thank you. And Gail's here. Hello, Gail. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch you all as you come in. It's laundry day for Barb Fillion. Nettie had to go. Okay. I think I've caught up with you guys. So there's my page 1. And when I'm doing these, I try to work a little in the front and then flip somewhere in the middle. So let's just flip back here and we'll do a page back here now. Now I'm just going to keep using the pictures I already have. I really like this. Put this bed frame here. And I'll put this girl behind here. Let's see what happens is you'll end up with everything that's at the bottom here left over. So I'm just going to glue her down kind of in the middle of the page. And then I'll figure out where I want this to go and I'll glue it down. Or I'll figure out where it needs to go and then trim a bunch of it away because I want to keep as much of it as I can. So it'll break off right at the pillow level, it looks like. Could probably bring her up higher. It actually might be easier just to glue the frame to her first. Kind of like her feet showing there. Like that. I just think that looks interesting. That first night away. Let's see. Those colors, let's see. Oh, I ripped the thing. Oh, careful. Let me look real quick. I could put this cat looking up. So silly. Oh gosh. Let's see. Soak up the sun. I was just being silly with those two. All right. Excuse me. I need to make a decision and just go with it. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue up here. I should have it on the wax paper, I know. All right. Okay. I'm thinking. Barbara above. What did Barbara say? Did I not get it? Oh, I got that. Do you get these 1/2 size composition books, or did you make? I bought these. These are called the junior composition books. Junior composition. They're on Amazon. And I just bought it because I didn't want to take the time to cut one in half. I know that sounds lazy, but I didn't. Okay. And I'm kind of just tacking things where they touch each other, so it becomes one big piece to set down. I noticed that is what Packer Dye used to do. There's Mary. So let me make sure I didn't turn my book over. I'm going to cut this off her hand and her fanny. I'm going to cut that off right now. Like so. And then if I line that with the top of my book, I won't need the chairs. I think I'm going to cut the chairs free. Let's see. Actually, if I just cut right along the bed frame, I can put this right into the center of the book. And in that way, I have that little bit I can use on another page if I want to. And so this can now, I'll glue it like so, except I want it down farther. There. And see, the chairs won't even be on it. I might cut these a little long below the pillows, and then I'll trim away the rest. That doesn't look like much, but you can pair it on a page with other stuff just to fill in a background. Works great. I'm going to cut this away. So see, now I have this, can go on there. And I really like the soak up the sun, but it's kind of big. And I like this here. And then I have those plants that I could use. That looks pretty interesting to have that on there. I might think on that. Let's see, what else do I have? What's our time looking? Okay, we've got 30 minutes left. See, I could put some potted plants over here. There. And then I had another one here somewhere. This one needs to be on a table because it's kind of on a tray. Could put this on her. That looks good on her. I might do another page. We'll see. What's this? It's a chair. Excuse me. All right. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to make a decision and glue it. Glue it on down. Glue it on down. Because you know what you want to do. Playing with the yes piece today. I might need a nap. Going to the doctor wore me out. She wants me back on that expensive medicine or one like it, but the ones that I might end up having to use are injections, and I don't want to give myself an injection. I know it's inevitable with diabetes that you end up having to give yourself injections, but I'd like to not do it right away. Thank you very much. She's on the once a week injection, and she's lost a bunch of weight. I almost didn't recognize her today. So skinny. Oh. Pneumonia and the flu. Those were my shots today. She said, how about we do one in each arm? And I was like, I guess I have to. And then my nurse practitioner actually gave me the shots today. Usually it's her nurse, but she must not have been there today. I had an EKG done too. That's a big thing for them to do. Scott never lets them do the EKG. Kind of wish he would let them do it one time or two times to see if there's a change, because he's tired all the time. Makes me worry. So I have a project to do tomorrow during Craft and Chat in Ann's group. A lady that Scott works with saw his lunch tote and she wanted to know how it worked. And then he sends me a message, would you be up to making a couple? And I'm like, a couple what? These lunch totes. So I got an order for a couple lunch totes. I probably didn't charge enough, but when I found out her whole story, it made me sad. So I said, I'll do it for her. For the $12 each. I thought that was a pretty good price for those lunch totes. And I asked, I said, is there a specific color? Oh no, whatever you come up with. I don't know, Gail, except he does not like to spend money any more than I do. And I guess he feels like it's not necessary. I don't know. I can only figure him out so far after this many years. He's close to the age he lost his father. I don't know if that has anything to do with why he doesn't want to do an EKG, because his dad died of heart failure. So I don't know. I can only surmise. I can't read his mind. He'll say something like, well, they don't need it. I was like, okay. It doesn't take long. And I mean, she hooked me up. She ran it. She unhooked me and took all the sticky boogers off me. Those little things, they stick pretty good. When I left the hospital from that dehydration episode, they left a bunch of those on me. I just kept finding them in the shower. It was like, come on, guys. There's like, what, 12 of these? Can you take them off? I don't know. The hospital has definitely changed since the pandemic. Oh, gosh. I've started to rip it. That's the bad part about trying to put stuff in a window, is it wants to pull apart. And I'm sticky. Sticky. But I can't remember the names of the new medicines. I know Ribelsis, I would prefer that instead of an injectable, because I just don't like the idea of giving myself shots. But if the insurance won't pay for it, we're going to have to do what we're going to have to do and let that be it. And she listed off a bunch of other names. She said, we're going to find something that your insurance will cover. She said, we got to keep your sugar in check, which I know it's. She said, let's run your blood work. I said, it ain't going to be good. We just had Christmas. She laughed. Oh, gosh. She likes to talk with me because I always know what I'm taking and how much of it. And, she wanted to know how long I'd been off the Ribelsis. And I said, a couple months, because I can't afford it. The insurance won't cover it. When a medication cost over $1,000 for a 30-day supply, and both you and your husband are on it. It's not realistic. I'm sorry, it's just not. There's Raul. Hello, Raul. What's Renee? Yeah, Renee. The one that my nurse practitioner takes starts with an O, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's an injectable thing. So she said she would check on it, and then when she found one the insurance would cover, she would send me a message on my chart. All right. That's not a real smooth glue down, but it's down. That's as good as it's going to get. Wet ones? Yes. Yeah, I know. The hospital don't take them off. They just unclip you and tell you to go. And it's like, it only took my nurse at the doctor's office, like, as she was pulling the cord, she pulled the pads and stacked them up on her hand. And she was like, didn't take her any time. And I'm like, ah. Ozempic. That's it. That's it, Renee. My nurse practitioner has lost a lot of weight since I last saw her. It curbs your appetite severely. Scott and I both had lost a bunch of weight when we were on Ribelsis, and then over the Christmas holidays, we both gained it all back. I had lost about 25 pounds, and so had Scott at that point. And yeah, that first night away, I kind of like that. I'm going to put that on here. So I've done 2 pages. So if you want to cut your magazine up and do as many pages as you can with that first magazine of pictures, and then next time we do this next week, we'll do another page or 2 next week, and we'll do a couple pages. About once a month we might work on this project, but feel free to work on your own, in between times. I'm not going to say you have to wait for me to do a page. That's not practical. I just thought it would be a fun project to do like once a month. So maybe we won't do it next week. Maybe we'll wait until that first week in February to do another couple pages together. And then we could, in the meantime, we could share what we do in between. And I could do that in my community tab if you guys want me to. I like that. And I don't even care that this is there. I mean, I could put something there. Nope, don't like it. We're just going to leave it like that. My yes paste is getting down low, but I'm determined not to buy any more supplies until July. And then maybe have a nice trip to the fabric store up in the upstate or something like that, as a reward for being a good girl about not buying a bunch of stuff I don't need. We might have time to do one more page. See, this glue job right here is not very good, but I'm gonna leave it. let's see if we can do this other girl. So for those that came in late, we did this page here, Find Your Bliss. And then we did this one, That First Night Away, there. And I don't know about y'all, this is the first thing I do when I go to the beach is I drop the luggage at wherever we're staying, put on a bathing suit, and go straight to the beach and walk. I don't care about unpacking, going to the store to get food or anything. I hit the beach right away because we rarely go to the beach because neither one of us are real strong beach people. But when we go, the place I want to be is on the beach, not in the room. Yes, healthcare is in crisis. I would agree with that wholeheartedly. All right, you guys want to do one more page together? Let's do the pretty girl. Let's flip somewhere in the middle here, because I really do think it works out better if you flip back and forth in your book than try to work them in order. I think the book lays flatter. Maybe go farther in the back with this one. So I've got this pretty lady here. And I got this thing that looks like a hat. So like so. And she's got a gold star here. And I've got those blackberries to fill in the background. So put this down first with the pretty lady on top. And she's wearing this umbrella hat, which we'll have to trim some of it off. And part of her head, it looks like. Let's just bring her up farther. Bring the blackberries up farther. We need something down here. Do I have anything that's kind of a solid? I could do like Nettie and just paint the background, I guess. I really wanted to stick with just images though. This says Azure Tide. Let's glue the blackberries down. There's Pam. I was telling them about your hidden pocket jacket and that they all need to come over to your channel and check it out because she did a lot of hidden little pockets. I think her niece is going to love that coat. I've kind of lost touch with all of my family except the two sisters that live here. The family got all messed up last year, so I don't know if it'll ever be fixed or not. We'll see. We could just do a random background and plop her on top. See if I can get my fingers unsticky for a minute. I have these two kind of black and white backgrounds. Sorry, I got quiet again on you. I'm sorry. I'm just playing around right now. Oh, I kind of like that on the bottom. So I'm going to put the black down, black and white flooring thing on the bottom here. I'm not going to last much longer because my arms are starting to hurt. Usually when I'm doing something, it helps that soreness go away quicker, but they're getting sore. Stupid old shots anyway. But she said the new pneumonia shot is a once. You don't have to have multiples anymore. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. She says, one and you're done. I was like, that is awesome. To decrease the amount of times I have to be jabbed is awesome. Mina, I'm working on the magazine project, and these are all images that I pulled from a single issue of a year-long subscription. And I always mess up subscription and prescription. Don't ask me why. I just do. So if I say prescription every once in a while, know that I just forgot to pay attention to myself. And I sit here in my head and I'm thinking, no, prescriptions are medications. Subscriptions are magazines. But it doesn't stop me from saying it wrong. All right. So I'm just kind of doing a background. And see, out of that very first issue, I will have done 3 pages, right? By the time we're done here. Where's my girl? Here she is. Here's my girl. I want some of her neck on the page. And I do kind of like having the balance of something blue over here. And then we've got her big old hat to stick on. Her umbrella hat. That actually needs to go all the way to the top of the page. Up here. Well, I'm going to glue the little blue piece down, and then I'll glue her face down where I want it, and then I'll trim the page, and we'll figure out where her hat needs to go. That's what we'll do. Did I have another little blue piece of magazine, I wonder? That's something. Don't forget to cut out just little squares or circles of some kind of background color, like just the background cover from an ad, color from an ad, like this green. It makes a good thing to break up the monotony. There's Barbara Clark. Hi, Barbara Clark. I'll get this page done, and it'll be time for me to go so that Shannon can come on, and we'll go play at Shannon's. And I'll sit in my chair and watch you, Shannon, and let my arms rest. I like that, just like that. So I'm going to glue up her head now. I need to get a warm washcloth or towel and clean the lid of my Yes Page paste because it's getting ooey. I think we've all been on this kind of glue phase because Carol and Ann did gluing yesterday. It's like, are we all hooked on glue? I didn't know if you guys, I might try to find a project that you can find the instructions online, and I'll put the instruction link in the description box for a sewing project. And that way you guys can get the pattern or instructions. I know a lot of people don't have printers. but it would be a way that we could do a sewing project together and it wouldn't cost you anything because we would get plans off a website and I would just share the link to that website. I'm going to be doing a project with some ladies in the opposite hemisphere. I was invited to join that. I haven't gotten any details on it, so I'm not going to spread the beans too far on that. But it's a sewing project, so I'll be working on that. It's going to be due the end of March, she told me. So I will look forward to that project. It sounds very interesting. And I know I've got glue where it doesn't need to be, and you can see that that scraper kind of scraped her up a little bit, but she's stuck down now. I need to clean that scraper. All right, I want to, whoops, well, about ripped her neck off without the scissors. I got glue down here. I'm going to have to clean these scissors. Scott doesn't know it yet unless he's listening, but we're having leftovers tonight because I'm just not feeling up to cooking. And we have a bunch of leftover baked chicken from last night and other stuff. Every once in a while, you have to do a must-go night to clean the fridge, right? Let's see if I can get this off from here. It might be a good idea to stick wax paper in your pages when you're doing this kind of stuff so your pages don't stick together as they dry. And I will do a quick flip back and forth here. Got about 5 minutes left till 3. What is my email address? It is on my About page, Riri. Can you get to the About page? Let's see here. What we end up with. Yeah, I scraped her face with that gummed up scraper. I'll have to clean that up. It'll be all right. And see, now I can put this on her like so. And I know Packer Dye is really good about, she gets like old floral books with beautiful photographs of flowers in it. And she'll take a magazine image of a woman and she'll turn the dress into just all flowers out of the flower books. It's amazing. If you've never watched her put a page or an index, she used to do index card a day, but I don't know if she's doing it now. And her channel's changed from Packer Dye to, I think it's her name now, but I could be wrong. So don't listen to me on that. And I found that I have to watch, because if somebody doesn't put a video out for a while, but they have older videos, you'll get unsubscribed from people. So just, if it's somebody you haven't seen anything for a while, go and make sure you're still subscribed. If I can remember, I will put Diane's link to her channel in the description box, Gail, so you can find it. Diane Fago. Oh, awesome. So Barbara Clark says Diane Fago, which is Packer Dye, is going to join Lisa on the Thursday stream a week from tomorrow. So there you go. You'll get introduced to her over on our friend Lisa's channel, unless you go sooner. All right, I'm going to trim her hat. Umbrella hat. So at this stage, I have trouble deciding if I've got 1 or 2 pages. Let's see, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it that way. And I have glue everywhere, so yes, I'm going to put some wax paper between these pages till they're completely set. And I might get some of Scott's WD-40 to clean these scissors off of glue. All right. So there's our first page from today. This is out of one magazine, and I still have a bunch of images. So while I'm watching Shannon, I might keep working on this, and I'll share what I do next week. And between now and the first week of March, go ahead and chop up another magazine. So we'll skip the next couple weeks. So the first week of March, we'll do the magazine project. So I did that page, and then we jumped to the middle, and we did this page. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. This one was put together with 1, 2, 3 pieces. And then this page was done with 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. I wish I hadn't scraped so hard with that grungy thing. But I could come in and paint over her face. If you want to, you can do that and just kind of gently paint with paints. I've done that before too, but I really want this to be, oh, February. I just blew February away, Barb. I'm sorry. First week of February, we will do, we'll do another magazine session, and it'll be longer next time. Okay. I'm just cutting this one short because I want Shannon has gone live. So let's jump over to Shannon's, and I'm going to keep working, and I'll share my images as I go. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. And we'll do this again the first week of February. All right. Thanks for watching. You all find your bliss, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.